Junie B. Jones and That Meanie Jim's Birthday by Barbara Park, and read to you by me, Mrs. Elkins. Hello, All Stars. It's me, Mrs. Elkins, and I am coming back to you this week to finish our story of Junie B. Jones and Meanie Jim's Birthday. I really love this book so far, and I hope you do too. And don't forget that this is an AR book, so if this is on your level, you will be able to test on it. I'll give you the link at the end of the book. Let's get started. Junie B. Jones and That Meanie Jim's Birthday. Chapter 6, Daydreaming. Mrs. took attendance. Attendance is when you say, I'm here, except if you're not here, you have to be quiet. Also, we said, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. This is called opening ceremonies, I think. After that, we sat down, and Mrs. passed out our workbooks. She told us the pages to turn to. It has work about different kinds of shapes, like circles and squares and triangles. I am a breeze at that stuff. Only I couldn't even concentrate very good on account of I kept daydreaming about that birthday party. Daydreaming is just like night dreaming, only it's not night. And you're not asleep. And you're not dreaming. I kept on thinking about how everybody was going to that party, only not me. I was the only one in all of room 9. I wish Lucille and Grace weren't going too, I thought to myself. 'Cause that would be nice sports of them. After a while, I tapped on Lucille. You are my bestest good friend, I told her. Lucille smiled at me. You're my bestest good friend, too, she said. I touched her new dress. You look very precious today, I said. Lucille fluffed herself. Thank you. You look very precious today, too, she said back. I touched her fingernails with polish on them. I wish you and me could be twins, I said. Me too. I wish you and me could be twins too, she said. Just then my whole face got happy. Lucille, I just thought of something. You and me can pretend we are twins, and we can do everything just the same. And so on Saturday, you can come to my house, and I will put nail polish on my nails just like you, and you will stay home from that birthday party just like me. Lucille didn't say anything back. I tapped on her. How come you're not talking, twin? I said. 'Cause I want to go to the party, that's why, said Lucille. I did a huffy breath at her. Yes, Lucille, I know you want to go to the party, but now you and me are twins. And twins have to do everything just the same. And so if I don't go to the party, then you can't go to the party too. On account of that is the twin rules. No, it's not, said Lucille. My cousins are twins, and one is a boy and one is a girl, and they don't do anything alike. I jumped out from my chair. Yeah, only that is not the kind of twin I want to be, madam, I yelled. Mrs. snapped her loud fingers at me. Sit down, she hollered. Just then that Jim I hate turned around in his chair, and he laughed real mean at me, 'cause I was in trouble. Turn around your fatty head, I said. Only he didn't turn it around, and so that's how come I had to run to his table, and I had to turn it around for him. Junie B. Jones, shouted Mrs. What are you doing? I am turning around his fatty head, I explained. Mrs. hurried to where I was. Then she took my arm and she marched me into the hall. She pointed to Principal's office. Go, she said, real angry. I did a gulp. Yeah, only I'm not actually supposed to go there anymore, I said, 'cause me and Mother had a talk about it, and she said for me not to get sent there again. Mrs. face got red as a tomato. She started counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that's how come I hurried up and walked, 'cause teachers who count numbers are the scariest kind there is. Chapter 7, My Story This Time by Junie B. Jones. Principal is the boss of the school. He lives at the office. I have to go there when I am unruly. Unruly is the school word for not being ruly. There is a typing lady there. She isn't allowed to smile. Sit down, she said. She pointed at the blue chair. Yeah, only I don't actually like to sit there. Remember that? Because that is where the bad kids sit, and I am not even bad, I explained. I explain that to her every time I go there. The typing lady leaned over the counter at me. She made her face look scary at me. Sit down, she said. I sat down. Then I pulled my frog jumper over my face so nobody could see me. Pull your skirt back down, said the typing lady. Yeah, only I'm actually allowed to do this because I have on tights, I said. See them? They are green with little tadpoles on them. Just then I heard Principal's voice. Well, well, Junie B. Jones, what a surprise, he said. My mouth dropped all the way open. Hey! I hollered from under my dress. How did you know it's me under here? 'Cause you can't even see my face. Lucky guess, said Principal. After that, I uncovered my head, and me and him went in his office. I climbed up in the big wood chair. Principal looked very tired-ish. He rubbed the sides of his baldy head. Okay, let's hear it. What's your side of the story this time? He said. I sat up straight and tall. My story this time by Junie B. Jones. Once upon a time, I didn't get invited to a meanie boy's birthday, and I am the only one in all of room 9 who isn't going. And so that's how come I was moving today, only Mother brought me to school very stiff. And then I was a buzzing bee, only Crybaby William is a squealer, and Lucille won't be a good twin. And so then Mrs. yelled at me. And that's how come I had to twist that Jim's head, and now I am sitting here in this big wood chair. I folded my hands on my lap. The end. Principal put his head down on his desk. I peeked at him. Are you laying low? I whispered. Oopsie. He sat up again. Then he called my mother on the telephone. Those two talk very often. This time they talked about the birthday party and how I'm not invited. After he hanged up, Principal looked nicer at me. I guess sometimes we grown-ups think we're the only ones with problems, he said. We forget that even when you're little, life can be tough, can't it, Junie B. Jones? Yes, I said, life can get your goat. After that, me and him went out of his office, and he lifted me into the blue chair again. I want you to wait here a minute, he said. There's someone I have to talk to before I can get this settled. Yeah, only guess what? I don't actually want to sit in this chair, I explained, on account of this is where the bad kids sit, and I'm not even bad. Principal thought and thought, and then he snapped his fingers. I think I might have the perfect solution, he said. He went in his office and brought out a giant shopping bag. What if we hide you under here? He asked. If we hide you under this bag, no one will be able to see you at all. I jumped up and down, very excited, because hiding is my favorite thing in the whole world. That's why. Principal sat me down in the chair. He put that giant shopping bag over my head. Hey, who turned out the lights? I said. Then I laughed and laughed, because that is called comedy, of course. I bended my knees and pulled them under the bag. I hugged them real tight. Now all you can see is the tippy toes of my shoes, I said, very happy. This is the perfectest solution I ever saw, and said, how did you even think of this wonderful thing? I asked. Only Principal didn't answer me back, because he probably went back to his office already. After that, I hid it inside my bag. I hid it a real long time. It was a jillion years, I think. Guess what? This is taking longer than a minute, I said from inside there. The typing lady didn't answer me. Yeah, only guess what else? My knees are very bended and squishish in here, I said. And this isn't good for my circulation, probably. Just then my legs started squirming all around because I was getting ants in my pants. That's why. Hey, doesn't anybody have ears? Get me out of here right now because I am at the end of my rope in this thing. Plus, also, I'm getting ants in my... All of a sudden, someone yanked the bag right off my head. It was the scary typing lady. Pants, I said very soft. She took me back into principal's office, and guess what? That Jim was in there. He was sitting in the big wood chair, and principal was frowning at him. Junie B., our friend Jim here has something he wants to say to you, don't you, Jim? Asked principal. That meanie Jim didn't answer. He kept on looking at his feet. Principal tapped his fingers. We're waiting, Jim, he said. Then that Jim did a huffy breath, and he said the words, I'm sorry. Principal raised up his eyebrows. Sorry for what, Jim? Tell Junie B. what you're sorry for. That Jim stared at his feet some more. I'm sorry I didn't give her an invitation to my party, he said very grumpily. But your mother told you to, didn't she, Jim? Said the principal. Your mother told you to give an invitation to every single person in your class, but you got mad at Junie B. and you decided not to give her one. Isn't that right? That meanie boy did his shoulders up and down. I guess, he said real soft. Principal crossed his arms. And so what are you going to do to correct the problem? He asked. That Jim waited and waited. Then all of a sudden he got down from his chair and he holded out an invitation to me. My stomach did a flippy flop. For me? Is that really for me? I said, very squealing. Then I snatched that thing right out of his hand and I zoomed all around the room. Oh boy, I said, it's really for me. It's really for me, and so now I'm not the only one. I zoomed all around the big wood chair. Principal looked nervous of me. He hurried up and closed his door. Then I zoomed right out of there, and I didn't stop till I got Chapter 8, Ruining My Saturday. On Saturday, Mother woke me up from sleeping. We have to go to the store and buy Jim a present, she said. I did a sleepy yawn. Yeah, only I don't actually like that boy, I explained. And so you can go by yourself, and I will trust your judgment. I pulled the covers over my head. Mother pulled them off again. Then she made me get dressed, and she made me eat a banana, and she made me go to the store with her. She holded my hand and pulled me behind her. Since we don't know what he already has, let's get him something unusual, she said. Let's get him greasy, grimy gopher guts. That is unusual, I said. Mother made a sick face. Blech. She pulled me through the store. We went past the bathroom stuff. I pointed. That! Let's get him that, I said. That is unusual. Mother sucked in her cheeks. We're not getting him a toilet brush, she said. She pulled me past the pet stuff. That! Let's get him that, I said. That is unusual. But Mother said, no choke chain. Just then, she pulled me past the tools. That's when my eyes popped right out of my head. That! Let's get him that. Look, Mother, look. I love that thing. I run to it speedy quick. It's a tool belt. See, it's just like Grandpa Miller's, only it's made for little children like me. See it, Mother? See the wonderful thing? Mother took it down off the shelf. Look, I said, it has a hammer and a screwdriver and some pliers and a flashlight. And a real actual level with a bubble in it. Plus, also, there's a pocket with little pretend nails in the front. I jumped all around. Can I try it on? Can I please, Mother? Please, please? Mother shook her head no. We're not shopping for you today, Junie B. We're shopping for Jim, remember? I know it. I know we are shopping for that Jim, I said. And so this can be for his birthday. Only first I have to try it on to see if it fits, because him and me are both the same size, I bet. Finally, Mother fastened the tool belt on me. Ooh, it has Velcro, I said. I love this stickery stuff. Can we buy it, please, Mother? Can we buy it and take it home to my house? Mother thought and thought. I don't know, Junie B. Something tells me this isn't a good idea. I'm afraid you'll want to keep it. No, I won't. I won't want to keep it. I promise, Mother. I promise. I promise. And so finally, Mother gave in to me, and she bought the wonderful tool belt. I held it on my lap all the way home in the car. Then I runned into the house and I zoomed to my room and I put that thing on me again. Now I can do odd jobs, I said, real thrilled. I took the hammer and tapped on my wall. Then I screwed a screw with the screwdriver. Plus, also, I twisted my teddy bear's nose off with the pliers. Only I didn't mean to do that one. I patted his head. Breathe through your mouth, I said. Just then Mother's voice hollered to me, Junie B, it's time to take your bath, honey. I did a frown, 'cause Mother was a little mixed up, I think. I hollered back, yeah, only I don't even have to take a bath today on account of today is Saturday, and Saturday is my dirty day. Mother came in my room. I know today is Saturday, Junie B, she said. But you're going to a birthday party, and when you go to a birthday party, you have to take a bath. Plus, we're going to have to wash and curl your hair. I backed up from her. No, I said, because nobody even explained that to me before, and so that doesn't even make sense on account of I hate that meanie kid. So how come I gotta get clean for him? Mother looked at the end of her rope. When you go to a party, you take a bath, period. End of discussion, she said. Then she left my room and she went to start the tub. I sat on my bed very glum. Darn it, I said, 'cause that stupid boy is ruining my entire Saturday. Mother hollered some more. Junie B, could you bring me the tool belt, please? I need to get it wrapped. Darn it, I said again, 'cause I didn't even want to give that to him. I looked down at it. I touched all the wonderful tools. I love this darn thing, I said real sad. I'm waiting, shouted Mother. But I still didn't take it to her. Just then I heard the bath water turn off and my heart got very pumpy. Oh no, I said, 'cause now she's going to come get me and she will take my tool belt away and she will wrap it up for that meanie guy. I jumped off my bed and runned around my room. I gotta hide, I gotta hide. I runned all over everywhere. Darn it, 'cause there's not even a good hiding place in this dumb room, I said. Junie B, Mother screamed. I heard her feet. They were coming for me, I think. Oh no, I said, oh no, oh no. Then all of a sudden I quick grabbed my wonderful tool belt and I zoomed out the door and I tried to nail that thing shut with my hammer. Chapter 9. The only one in room 9. Mother runned into my room, 'cause pretend nails don't work, apparently. Junie B. Jones, what in the world are you doing in here? She shouted. She looked at my door. Her eyes got very bulging. You were hammering? She yelled. You were trying to hammer nails in your door? Just then Daddy runned in too. Where in the world did you get a hammer? He yelled. Tell him, Junie B. Tell your father where you got the hammer, growled Mother. I pointed at her. She gave it to me? I said. Just then steam came out of Mother's head. No, I did not give you that hammer, Junie B. That hammer was for Jim, and you know it. After that, Mother picked me up, and she sat me on my bed, and she growled more mad words at me. I cannot be trusted to have a real actual hammer, and I cannot be trusted to have a real actual tool belt, and I am never ever allowed to have nails until I am all grown up, and I live in my own apartment. Daddy walked up and down in front of me. Why, Junie B? Why would you do such a thing? Why would you try to nail your door shut? He said. I started to cry a little bit. Because, I said. Because why? He grouched. Because I felt pressure inside me, I said. Because that party is ruining my whole entire Saturday. Because first I had to shop. And then, Mother, I said I had to get a bath and wash my hair. Only I don't even like that meanie head boy. And so how come I have to get clean and give him that wonderful tool belt? 'Cause what kind of deal is that? Mother did an angry breath. This was your decision, Junie B, she said. You're the one who wanted to go to the party. No one is making you do it. I wiped my nose on my sweater sleeve. Yeah, only if I don't go, I will be the only one in room 9, I said. And that is the saddest story I ever heard of. Daddy sat down next to me. Why, he said. Why is it sad to spend your Saturday the way you want to spend it? Why is it sad to spend the day having fun instead of wasting it on a boy you don't like? Mother sat down too. That doesn't sound sad to me, said Mother. That sounds good, in fact. No, that does not sound good, I said, very snapping. What is so good about being the only one? Daddy did his shoulders up and down. Lots of things, he said. Like you'll be the only one who doesn't have to take a bath. Have you ever thought of that? And you'll be the only one who doesn't have to wash her hair, said Mother. And Daddy said you'll be the only one in room 9 who doesn't have to give Jim a present. How about that one, huh? I sat up a little bit straighter. 'Cause that one was excellent, that's why. Mother ruffled my hair. And what about Grandpa Miller, she asked. You haven't forgotten that he invited you to his house today, have you? Just then, my whole mouth came open, 'cause I did forget that. The toilet, I said. I forgot about the toilet, 'cause me and Grandpa were going to fix that thing, and we're going to touch that big ball that floats on top. Mother made a face. Lovely, she said. I know it is lovely, I said. And so I have to get over there right now, or else Grandma is gonna get to touch it and not me. Then Mother looked at me very strange, and Daddy went to get his keys. Mother and Daddy made me take the tool belt back to the store. They made me give it to the man. Here, I said, I cannot be trusted with this wonderful thing. The man smiled kind of sad. Sorry, sis, he said. That's okay, I said, 'cause the nails didn't actually work that good. He gave me my money back. Maybe when you're older, he said. Maybe, I said, plus also I might get a toilet brush. After the store, we went to my Grandpa Miller's. He was working in his garden. I ran my fastest to him. Grandpa Miller, hey, Grandpa Miller, did you fix it yet? Did you already fix the toilet? He twirled around at me. Not yet, he said. Not yet, I didn't. I've been waiting for you. And so just then, me and him hurried up. We got our tools and we runned upstairs. Then we took the lid right off that thing. And I flushed all the water right out of it. And I touched the big ball. This is fun, right, Grandpa, right? This is the time of our life, I said. Sure it is. Of course it is, said my Grandpa Frank Miller. I laughed very happy. Hey, Grandpa, guess what? I am the only one, I said. He looked confused at me. I am the only one in room 9 who is fixing a toilet, I explained. Then Grandpa Miller laughed too. You're really something, he said. You're really something too, Grandpa, I said back. And then I hugged him real tight. And I climbed up on his lap and I told him a secret in his ear. And guess what else? I whispered. I still would like a goat. I hope you liked Junie B. Jones and That Meanie Jim's Birthday. She is so funny. And very soon I'm going to have you guys vote for your favorite. So that book is on a level 2.8. If this is anywhere on your reading level, you can take a quiz on it. Even though I read it to you, you can test on it. So I hope you were listening. And if you do not want to type in that really, really long title to the book, Junie B. Jones and That Meanie Jim's Birthday, you can type in this code. The code is 14677. So just type that down somewhere, 14677. And let me know how you do. I bet you'll do great. And I hope you're liking the stories. Give me some ideas of something else that you might like to hear, and I'll bring it to you. Until then, I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.